No, this is the... Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Podcastination podcast number 6. Today, this is our first Halloween special stream, and today's subject is Halloween haunts, and joining me, our usual hosts, War Chief and Jason.
Hola.
You guys start the small talk. I'm going to put up the right fucking picture.
This jalapeno beef jerky got me feeling pretty good.
There we go.
I just had a Coca-Cola. It was really
I know
good.
why you didn't say 3, 2, 1 again before starting the stream. Nova?
And hide this again.
Oh, he ain't even paying attention, damn.
I couldn't. I was busy setting up the thing.
I said I know why you didn't say 3, 2, 1 again before starting the stream.
Why is that?
Because you knew before you got the one I'd shout something again.
That's why I was laughing at the beginning of the stream.
I'm reorganizing the Halloween things real quick.
You never did that and you started the stream?
I forgot, okay? After the stress that's been the last week, listen. Alright.
We all had a rough week.
Yeah.
No.
Well, we did. War Chief's just been doing his thing.
Yeah.
Looking for royalty-free music?
But let's not go into details.
Hold on.
As I go for another piece of beef jerky.
It's gonna be playing ads every time.
Last week, I got a blister on my thumb.
Yikes.
I was cooking something, and I went to go grab it, and the steam burnt me.
Okay.
And I had to pop it that next morning.
The next morning apparently wasn't important because you just kind of went silent.
No,
The
it wasn't.
end.
The blister was popped.
Oh, right.
You forgot that at the end.
And, while my finger was burning still, like the day before the blister, you know, it was hard to play any type of game. Bending my finger even hurt. I'm like, alright, I can't do this.
Wow.
That shit hurt!
Man, it's hard to find decent Halloween music to play in the background, but yeah. Jason, anything new with you while I'm still trying to fix my own mess?
Okay. Like, I have one little short story that happened last night. Mom and I were watching Netflix, or watching Scream, that's the TV series that's on Netflix. I introduced her to the show, and she likes it very much. She asked me to restock the beer, while we're waiting, while we were, grabbing new beers and stuff like that. So, while I was restocking the beers, I was done, I forgot that, the freezer door is just, so damn close to, where the refrigerator door is. And usually when I do that, I move my body back a little bit, then get up. But I forgot to do that this time. And the left side of my left shoulder on the back side got hit by that freaking freezer door. I'm like, oh, son of a bitch. That stung for a second. I'm like, why are those things so damn sharp?
Wanna know what happened yesterday?
Well, hold on. I have something to add on to what Jason said real quick.
What up?
Have you ever accidentally bumped into something? Like it hit you in your funny bone, or hit you in a tree or something, and you get so mad that happened that you actually, for a split second, you're contemplating punching the fucking inanimate object that did that to you?
Yeah, that happened last
Not
night.
contemplating, I've actually done it.
I actually did that last night.
That
The
every
moment I hit
time,
that freezer door, I'm like, you son of a bitch, I punched it. I was
yeah,
pissed.
every time. If I like hit my elbow on something, like I'm moving my arm and I don't notice something like next to me, or if I stub something, I always like rear back like motherfucker, and then I stop myself because I know if I hit it, all that's gonna do is break my damn hand and make matters even worse.
Depends on what you're hitting.
Mostly.
If you're hitting
dressers,
something that ain't
doors,
gonna fucking move, then yeah.
dressers and doors and stuff, mostly.
No, yesterday. You guys know the Netflix show Squid Game?
Yeah.
Never seen it.
What show?
I've been seeing a lot of buzz about it.
I've never seen it, I just heard the buzz, and apparently my niece turned it on. All I hear is, I'm like, what the fuck are you watching?
Hey, you're not gonna believe this. Netflix has Skinamax.
No, she was like, me and Barry were watching it. I'm like, why? My sister's boyfriend comes out, what the fuck are you watching? I'm like, I just said that.
Oh, good God. So the small talk that I have, it also correlates with the subject of today's show. So last night, me and our friend Armand, there's an ad coming up on the music that pisses me off. We went to Six Flags yesterday for Fright Fest.
I thought you were annoyed with Six Flags. Did your grandfather put you guys up to this?
Well, I'm annoyed with just going to Six Flags just for like rides and stuff. When it's Halloween and it's Fright Fest, I'm actually excited to go because they have like the haunted houses and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So now, I took some pictures of like the haunts and stuff as we went along. But point being that, so here's my grandfather's mentality. Here's how I would have it. We go about our day until about maybe 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Then we go over to Six Flags and go over there right when Fright Fest is about to start at around 6 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
My grandfather's mentality. Oh, we're gonna wake up at about 6 o'clock in the morning, leave at 7, pick her mom up at like 8 or 9 o'clock, go over, spend the day at Six Flags, and then go to the haunts. And I get it. He's thinking, oh, you get more, you get to do more when you do that. But we're not going there for the rides. We're going there for the Halloween Fright Fest, you know? We're going there for the haunts, the scare zones, all that good Halloween shit that we missed out on last year. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Add it up. 1, 2. Anyway. So we pick our mom up, and we were gonna go to like a Denny's or something to get some breakfast, you know. And due to time restraints, because my grandfather can't break his fucking quote-unquote schedule to save a fucking life, we decided to just go through drive-through at a McDonald's, you know, for breakfast.
Why not Taco Bell?
Because Taco Bell was not anywhere near where we were at that point.
That AM Crunchwrap though.
Yes, but unfortunately we had to settle for McDonald's, which I like sausage McMuffins. I'm fine with it.
Yeah,
Yeah, those are good. Those are good.
the egg.
Yeah. So this is just the start of the day, and this is like a sign of what the rest of the day is going to be like. We order. Herman gets a pancake platter thing. Shoot!
And you gotta sneeze.
Yeah. So he gets a pancake platter that's like 3 pancakes. I get 2 egg McMuffins, one just a sandwich, one a combo, with a iced vanilla latte. My grandmother gets a bacon egg McMuffin. We can tell that this McDonald's does not give a shit just off the bat.
You didn't even say what your grandfather got.
He got nothing. Whenever he's working on a time crunch, he doesn't get anything because he feels like it would just slow down the process.
Oh.
So, we go to the first window, hand over the credit card. She swipes it and just gives it back. Here. First off, if you're working the drive-thru and you just hand back the credit card, just going, here, take it back. It's like there's some hostility in her voice, bro. Like, holy.
I'm getting a real weird suspicion as to why.
We go, we get our food, and coffee, correct. And my grandmother grabbed her sandwich, passed back the bag. I gave Herman, and Herman just wanted water with his pancakes, just wanted water.
What?
It's how Herman do. He's not big on sodas and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Water?
Water.
Oh.
So,
Gotta have something with flavor.
So, hand him his pancakes. No butter. No container of syrup in the bag.
Man, supposed to eat dry ass pancake.
Apparently, he's like, he saw there was no syrup. He's like, no. And friggin', I'm like, okay.
That's when you mulch your ass back in there and get the damn butter.
We were already on the highway. We were already back on the highway by the time we opened up the bag.
That's why we always open up the bag in the. Man,
Yeah.
what me and my dad do. Anytime. Me or him, or both of us go somewhere. We park our ass in the parking lot, open up the bag, make sure everything's there, then we leave.
My grandmother opens up her bacon, egg, and cheese McMuffin. Oh, they put bacon on it, all right. A single piece of bacon. Not even a full, like, piece of bacon. Like, the thick
Like somebody
part of
took a
bacon.
bite out of it and here you go.
No, like they took the microwave bacon, snapped it in half, and put one half on the sandwich.
Wow.
At this point, I'm like, okay, do I even want to open mine? I opened the first one, sausage, cheese, cracked egg, the usual. I'm like, okay. And I also noticed that there was an extra sandwich in the bag. I'm like, oh, sweet. So I eat the first sandwich, I pull out the other one, I unwrap it, and this one didn't have egg. I'm like, oh, okay, so the extra sandwich didn't have any egg in it. That's freaking great. Thanks a freaking lot. So I eat that one. I grab the third sandwich, I open it up. There's no egg on that one either.
Wow.
Okay, so not only did they incorrectly put in the amount of sandwiches that was in that bag, But they didn't even get the
You got
order
a free
right.
sandwich. What are you complaining about?
I want that cracked egg, god damn it.
You got a free fucking sandwich. I wouldn't be complaining.
True.
I
But-
got a free sandwich,
Oh.
but I ordered 2 sandwiches, both supposed to come with egg, and only one of them came with egg.
Wow.
You ate, didn't you? You ate it, didn't you?
Yo, Kyle.
Hold on. You know that it's sort of like when like you're gunning past a red light. It's like, hey man, you could have killed us. Well, are you dead? I didn't think so. You were saying?
Just wanted to say, like, real quick, I'm not trying to interrupt your story. I just want to say this while it's still fresh in my mind. I had an experience like that too at Burger King here. I am never having breakfast at Burger King here ever again. Because I was so fucking pissed about
There
this.
was.
No, you need to hear this. You need to hear this. You know how I finally admitted I was, like, cheese was giving me the shits and everything a podcast or 2 ago?
Mm-hmm. You're lactose intolerant.
Yes. Thank you. Just forgot the name. Anyways, like, I went to Burger King, like, it was, like, either a month or 2 ago. I asked for the 2 for $4 cross sandwich, no cheese, okay?
Uh-huh.
Like, sausage, egg, and the cross sandwich buns, or whatever they're called. Well, here's the
Croissant.
deal. Yes, thank you. Well, here's the deal. After I get it, my buddy parks his truck. He's like, Jason, check your food, because this place has a bad habit for getting the order wrong. Oh, they got it wrong, alright. You ready to hear this?
Go ahead.
They left the cheese on, they took away the sausage. I went in there storming. I was about ready to throw one at their faces, but my buddy stopped me. I'd be like, you motherfuckers.
That's not how you
20?
treat those people, Jason.
You're going
I'm
like,
fucking
Especially-
pissed.
Especially
That's
when
like war on my
everybody is
ass.
short-staffed. Everybody is short-staffed. Now, you want to hear some shit?
no, no.
Wait, hold
you-
on,
no,
hold on. I'm not done.
No, no,
I'm not
no,
done.
no. You just go in there like, okay, which one of y'all motherfuckers trying to kill me?
No, I'm not done. Like,
Yeah.
here's why I got so pissed. I get how people make mistakes, okay? They accidentally put cheese on it, fine. But don't take away the fucking sausage. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Now, you want to hear some shit?
Go
When I
first,
was like
guess.
11 or 12, there was this asshole that worked at this one Burger King, and my dad didn't like going there because he worked there. He's like, you know what? We'll bite the bullet, we'll go. This is the only one nearby. That motherfucker was working. I asked for, a Coke. He poked a hole in the bottom of my fucking Coke.
What?
Wow.
We got him fired.
Good. Because that's not okay. Doesn't matter how you personally feel about the customer, you do not sabotage shit like that.
No, he didn't like my dad because he was a fuck up and my dad let him hear it.
So
He's like,
anyway-
every time I come in here, you're fucking with somebody's order, you're fucking up somebody's order. You're in a management position. You are supposed to be basically the lead. And you can't even do things that people under you are able to do. These people deserve your position, not you.
Exactly.
Boy.
He didn't like that.
Yeah. So anyway, back on track here. Freaking.
Yeah,
it got,
sorry.
It got to where Herman was hesitant to even drink his water.
Wow.
that
bad.
ain't water. That ain't water, man.
He goes like, do I even want to drink the water? I'm like, it's like, let me guess. Tap.
Nah, that ain't water. That's that McDonald's fight.
McDonald's Sprite. That's another crack that I made. Like it was like you just take a sip and it's fucking Sprite instead.
That'd be a bonus for me. Oh shit! All right.
Honestly, yeah.
I know, but you imagine like smooth, just regular water, and then all of a sudden you get that carbonation and tang in there. You'd freaking take that sip and you go, what the fuck? Oh, right, it's Sprite. Okay.
No.
It would throw you off for a second at least.
Yeah.
You were saying something?
Now, a couple days ago, like actually like a week or two ago,
Wait, are you like?
me and my dad are out. You know, I'm helping him with things, and we hit Burger King.
Oh, okay.
I don't want Burger King. I get Taco Bell. Now, I don't get angry with fast food people, but this lady was fucking dumb. My dad clearly places his order, clearly can be says what he wants. You said you want cheese on that? No, only ketchup, pickles, and lettuce. Okay. They on the screen pops up onion.
That girl needs to get her ears checked.
Oh,
She had to have the manager come help her fucking twice. My dad, at this point, he was getting frustrated. I don't want fucking onion! Well, he didn't say fucking. He was like, I don't want onion. Only ketchup, pickle, and lettuce. No cheese! Like, this went on for like 5 to 6 minutes. We get there.
You know what that reminds me of?
No, we get to the window. We get our food. I'm like, pour in the parking lot check. They put cheese on that shit still.
At that point, I just imagine a blood vessel just bursting in your dad's fucking eyeball.
Nah. We get to the front window. And they're like, so you said you wanted cheese on them?
Oh
No,
my
I
God.
didn't. Well, there's cheese on one of them. No, it's fine. It's fine. No, do you want us to take it off? No, I don't want to make more work for you guys. It's fine.
You know what that reminds me
You
of?
said you wanted 2 fries as well.
Oh God.
I was like, oh my God, how did you get this fucking job?
They at least run you through how the register works. At the very least, when all you have to do is push buttons.
It's true. Yeah, they train you.
All your job is literally
Who the
pushing
fuck trained
buttons.
this lady?
How are you failing when your job is just pushing buttons?
They weren't even swamped either.
Oh my.
I'd understand if they were swamped, but they weren't.
Oh God.
Like,
Now
how
I
many people
know
were there,
why.
War Chief?
Literally, only one other person in front of us. One.
You know what that interaction between your dad and that person reminded me of? There's this scene in Invader Zim. It involved a chicken restaurant. I think the episode was called Chicken Foot. And Dib just goes into this restaurant, this chicken restaurant, and there's just this guy yelling back and forth with the cashier going, I want my slaw! You have your slaw, sir! I want my slaw! You have your slaw, sir! It's just back and forth. I'm like, I wish it was like this every day. I would freaking record this. I would be fucking famous. Anyway, I believe another ad played on the thing. Oh well. But anyway, so we get to Six Flags. There's this whole confusion thing because you have to pay for your tickets online for the most part. It's the safest way to do that. Now, we're Diamond Elite members at our local Six Flags. Meaning that when it comes to...
Your grandfather goes there too fucking much.
Yeah. But anyway. So when it comes to the haunts, we don't need to pay extra to go through the haunted houses or do any of the special activities there because the pass covers for all that. They scan your pass card and they just let you in. Herman, we had to buy a special pass for it, and led to a whole bunch of confusion because we usually just go there and get the wristband like any normal person would. But apparently it's like, oh no, you just need a piece of paper. So here's Herman in his freaking utility vest with a freaking folded up envelope of paper stuffed in his pocket because they need to scan that. Anyway, so before I continue, I'd like to bring up something that happened last week. The Six Flags that we went to is the same Six Flags that had that 100-person fight break out the previous week?
Oh no.
Never heard of that. What happened?
We don't know. All we know is that there was a fight, and the fight kind of started spreading like a freaking, like the T virus all throughout the park.
Okay. Who's dead? I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, you're mom. No.
I thought you were done with that.
Oh, Ramon's there.
It's okay. Come on. Ramon's
Tell-
here.
Tell Ramon I'm telling our story from last night.
I was telling a story about Six Flags.
Okay.
Anyway,
Here he told me about the McDonald's deal. You were scared to open the water.
Lord only knows what was in there.
Didn't trust them.
True.
My boy started folding up his pancakes.
You were folding up your pancakes.
I mean, he could eat it as finger food. There wasn't any butter or syrup, so...
No syrup.
Yep. I already heard that. That was crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, that Six Flags is the same Six Flags that last Sunday had that 100-person fist fight break
Right.
out that spread all throughout the park, you know?
Right.
A lot of people were arrested for that fight, clearly. The instigators, at the very least. But here's the thing, though. Oddly enough, that very same weekend, at a different Six Flags, there was a fight breaking out over there, too. Why is everyone so violent this Halloween?
Not used to being around people anymore. Probably.
Anyway, so, yeah, another thing. We didn't go on any of the rides.
Okay.
We made it there at around 1, like maybe a half hour before 2 at the very least. And we were like, okay, so we figured out the pass deal. And they also have a rule where after 6, the park is closed. No one can get in. And if you leave the park after it closes during Fright Fest, you cannot get back in.
Oh, wow, that's ridiculous.
No, that's fair, because unless you're there right when Fright Fest opens, the park's only open for like 4 hours after that, so it would be pretty pointless to let other people in.
True.
But anyway, we didn't go on any of the rides. We tried to go on the Batman roller coaster, which went freaking poorly. So, it's 87 degrees outside. The sun is not contested by any clouds whatsoever. We're waiting in line, and 30 minutes of waiting in line later, the ride breaks down.
Really?
And we're like, okay, we'll stick it out. This usually doesn't take that long. I don't know what it is, but every time I go to that Six Flags, there's always one that breaks down when you're waiting in line. But yeah, we're just sitting there waiting. 30 minutes later, and several people being evacuated off the ride. We're like, okay, this shit isn't gonna get fixed anytime soon. And we've been out in the heat that entire time. We got thirsty as hell. We went to get something to drink. Now, my grandmother has these cups that only a Diamond Elite members can get. That's free refills all throughout while you have your membership, you know?
Okay.
So Herman asked for lemonade, I asked for a Diet Coke. My grandmother goes to get the drinks. 30 minutes go by. No drinks.
Why did it take her 30 minutes?
I went to investigate. Turns out the line for Johnny Rockets, which is this burger chain that amusement parks love to freaking purchase out for their parks, had a big monster of a freaking line.
Oh, wow.
And I go up to like help because she's near the front. She goes up, hands over the cups, and is like, "Man," and the girl's like, "Hey, how's your day going?" It's like, "It's been a thing." It's like, "Oh, you know, considering you're on a mobility scooter, you could have just drove right up to the front, right?"
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Oh.
And
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, "So what you're saying is, me and Herman have been sitting in the heat, dying of thirst, and
Yeah.
all for 30 minutes, and the shit could have been settled in 5 seconds. Got ya."
Yeah, if you're riding a mobility scooter or anything like that, you could easily just go to the front immediately. I completely forgot about that rule.
Anyway, get our drinks. We rehydrate. We're feeling good. It's almost 5:30, so we head to the front because they have an opening ceremony. Where's my paper? Here it is. I still have the map and stuff here. Called the Unleashed. And it's where they pretty much start the festivities via an announcement and a sort of small show, in a way. So things kick off. We go get a map. We watch the what's called the Freak Show Creep Show as the first of our activities, which is pretty much a show of people doing this couple doing dangerous things like sword swallowing or whip cracking stuff off the other person's body, walking barefoot up a ladder made out of machetes, whole bunch of things. Oh, and they were real machetes. They showed it like cutting like fruits and veggies and stuff.
Wow.
So yeah, we watched that as the first thing to let the night settle in and all the haunts can open up. And then after the show, we went around and did all the haunts. And I took pictures of some of them.
Nice.
We decided to go in a counterclockwise sort of way.
Of course, it's Halloween. Do it opposite.
And the first one we go to is the first new attraction. The first new haunt that they added to the park. If I could, come on now. Do not be a dickbag.
Just checking up on you. Feel bad. No, Podcastination.
Down here.
Oh, you got the show back. It's right there. Oh, sure. See that? It's right there.
Yeah, talk amongst yourselves while I do this.
Well, that's cool.
Here you go. Okay, the first attraction we go to is a haunt called Demon's Lair. It was the first brand new one that they've added in a while. Me and Armand go through it, and most of the demon animatronics did not work.
Are you serious?
We leave the first haunt, and my initial thoughts was, without the animatronics working, it was pretty much just a glorified like Halloween animatronic like showcase, like you see at like Trans World or something.
Yeah.
Which is very unfortunate considering the theming for it was pretty decent. The rest of the haunts are pretty much fan favorites. Ones that have been there for the past like 4 years. So the next one that we went to was One was one of the more famous one called Saint Hades Sanitarium,
Neat.
and it's pretty much a oh, the other Kyle's on here for some reason, but it's pretty much it's modeled after sanitarium and hospitals and stuff like that.
Let's see. He probably
And-
showed up because he saw you send pictures.
So, thing is, me and Herman are in line. We're waiting, and there was a group in front of us and a group behind us, both of which were the weirdest motherfuckers we've ever seen. Or you've just sitting there quiet.
I'm just listening.
So the ones in front are apparently like playing some sort of game where they ask a pick between two question and they answer. Then all of a sudden they're like, hey, he's like, man, I don't want to answer any of your questions no more. He's like, okay. He goes up to Herman, holds out his phone, is like, hey man, what's your body count? And Herman, you know how Herman is. He was confused as hell. He's like, what? What are you talking about? I'm over here and like,
Yeah, still had no idea what he meant.
neither do
Everyone
I,
says
bro.
He still has no idea what he meant.
I
How
have
many
no idea.
people has he fucked?
Wait, can you guys hear him on?
Yeah, we can slightly hear him.
Oh, I see.
It's
yeah, I
fine.
can hear you. Neat.
Yeah, but anyway, then like he's like, okay, never mind, bro, never mind. Then he holds his phone up to me. He's like, hey man, white skin or dark skin? And I'm like, I'm not even gonna justify this guy with an answer. I'm just gonna do this. And what I did was, my eyes were just wide, and I was just staring off at the sanitarium sign, and I just slowly turned my head towards him, and he backed off. He was like,
That's not a sign. I don't know what is.
He was like, white skin or dark skin? I wanted to turn. It's like, how about no skin? It's like, what does that mean? Really want to know? Anyway. But yeah, like after that, and then one of his friends was like, man, what the fuck are you doing, man? If you're gonna bring people in, ask some serious questions. We move up, and then I start hearing shit from the people behind us, the group behind us, bro. And one of them like grabs the other one by the shoulders, and after brushing him off, said, and I quote, just so you know, I'm quoting what they said, "Hey man, I ain't about that gay shit." We're like, what the fuck is going on back there? We move forward a little bit, and then all of a sudden, I see in my peripherals one of them like tackle him from below, like grabbing him from below his waist, and I and all of a sudden I hear from the guy that tackled him is like, "Hey, bend that shit over." I'm like, "What the fuck? What is going on?" So the group in front of us goes in. We make it to the front. We have to wait because they have to wait like 15 seconds to make sure there's an even gap for the actors inside to reset, you know. And all of a sudden, this security guard in the brightest yellow shirt I've ever seen in my life, the man basically glowed in the damn dark, came up and was like, "Hey, how many people are in your party?" And they're like, "Oh, it's 7 of us, bro. These 2 ain't with us." It's like, "Okay, I need to talk to you." Pulls them aside, and I'm like, what is this line right now? This guy pulls all 7 of them to the side. I couldn't really hear the conversation, but I am certain that it was for some kind of fuck shit. Good lord. And then we go through the asylum, and the asylum each haunt is only like a 15, like at the very least a 10 to 15 minute walkthrough. We come out, they're still there being freaking talked down to.
Oh wow.
I'm curious as to what the fuck they did to get security's attention like that. Good lord.
Do you know what happened?
No! But I want to! So, after St. Hades, we go to one of our personal favorites, Nightmare Manor. Nightmare Manor is, so, it's the building next to the bumper cars, because that building already kind of looks like a small manor, so they're like, hey, we'll put a haunt through here. One of the greatest scares that we've seen was in that manor, where it's this like ghoulish girl sitting in front of a mirror, brushing her hair, just singing, and then all of a sudden, and then right when the stinger hits, the girl who's looking at herself in the mirror ducks down, and the girl behind the mirror jumps through the mirror and screams. I was like, holy shit, that is a cool fucking illusion. Ask Herman, it scared the shit out of him, and it was his favorite trick all night.
So the girl in the mirror was your favorite trick? Scared the crap out of you?
First time.
Nice.
But yeah, there's not really much to say about Nightmare Manor other than it's one of our personal favorites. But it's the mirror trick wasn't really used this year, but you know. And after that, so right there we've already gone through half the haunts. There's only 6 haunts in total because Six Flags Discovery Kingdom is one of the smaller Six Flags parks. And so we reached the middle ground, and it was time for our personal favorite, our absolute favorite, Carnival.
Okay, Carnival.
I have one word, Jason.
What?
Clowns.
Oh, that reminds
Boy,
me. There's
am
a
I
new
glad I didn't
clown.
go.
There's gonna be a new clown skin coming out in
you'll go.
Fortnite, and I'm gonna
Shut up,
buy
War
it.
Chief.
Wow. Clown skin coming out in Fortnite.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy it. I already got the other 2.
Have fun with that. It's all yours.
But yeah, so funny story about Carnival. The first time we went through Carnival, about 3 years ago, when we went through it, there was one part that scared her mom the most.
Which part? Which part scared her mom the most?
So it was a stage, right? It was a stage, and a clown would come through the curtain to scare someone, you know? Pretty average stuff. When we get to that curtain, instead of a clown, it was a regular ass freaking park employee with the black shirt, black pants, and the freaking walkie-talkie. Just walks out on stage, and Herman gives a legit scream and jumps back. Because
scared by security guard.
I don't know if it was the fact that it
I-
wasn't a
I-
clown
I
because he
just
was
worked
expecting a
last-
clown or
2
something,
years
but
ago, last went to Six Flags.
I think it was
I'm
probably
sorry,
the fact
what?
that I think it was probably the fact that he was expecting a clown, and what came out wasn't a freaking clown.
Yeah, it makes sense. You were expecting clown. It wasn't a clown.
Like,
You're like,
my,
what the heck?
my boy didn't even charge the stage. He just kind of walked out like, "Hello, my name is Bob. How are you doing this fine day?" Nice. Glad to know that you boys are enjoying the park.
Hi, my name is What the fuck's wrong with him?
So we met. So after making it past the halfway point, at this point,
I just left the
it's
house,
around
and 10 minutes later,
around
my
eight
alarm was
o'clock,
going off.
8:30.
Before
We
I
only
could get
have
ready, I got a call
like
from Ring.
about an hour to an hour and a half left before the park closes, and we're in line for the next haunt called Shipwreck Cove. It's undersea
Okay.
themed, so there's gonna be like sea mutants, stuff like that, real Pirates of the Caribbean 2 type shit.
Okay.
But unfortunately, we had to skip that one for time's sake, which is unfortunate. So instead
That
of,
sucks.
so we skipped Shipwreck Cove for the last haunt, which is over in the DC section, Scrapyard of the Dead, which
Bless you, everyone.
is what?
Ramon sneezed.
Oh, it's so Scrapyard of the Dead is the back area of Six Flags that. Oh,
That what?
1 second.
Oh, BTW, the work got canceled today. The boss just texted me.
Sorry about that. I was placing a dinner order. Anyway,
You took it.
so it's the back section of of Six Flags, where they made it out sort of like a scrapyard with like junk and stuff like that. And the big main selling point is that area, that haunt, is the chainsaw haunt, where most of the creatures inside utilize chainsaws to scare people.
Okay.
Now, I'm a sick bastard. I find
You don't need to tell me that.
the sound of saws revving and the smell of diesel in the air fucking satisfying. So that one's a highlight for me, if anything, just for the chainsaws. And it was good timing too, because as soon as we got out of that haunt, they were closing the door for the haunt, saying that this haunt was closed, and we're like, oh, okay, it's time to go now. And right when we left the haunt, my grandmother called me. I'm like, oh yeah, we just got done with the last haunt. We're heading out to the front now. And all she could say is, be careful. Another fight broke out. I'm like, are you kidding me?
I think I know what it was.
Really?
It was those dudes again, wasn't it?
So let me quote: "Somebody wasn't about that gay shit."
Oh no.
Oh.
What dude?
The dudes were like, I don't like that shit. Remember?
But yo,
Somebody must have touched him again and below the spot, and he just went
Ramon
up.
doesn't remember this.
He just
Well, he
started blasting.
he wasn't paying attention to it. I was the one closest to that group.
Oh. You weren't paying attention, that's why.
But all I know is that 5 people were arrested, 5 instigators arrested, and while we were leaving the parking lot and heading past the front of the park entrance, there were 3 more cop cars.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah.
Good thing
Unfortunately,
he got out when he
yeah.
did.
Oh yeah. But the thing is, yeah, we didn't make it back home till way late too. We didn't drop Herman off at his house until like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my
1
god.
a.m.?
Yeah.
You were probably asleep by then.
Oh,
Huh,
he was out cold in the seat next to me, bro.
Yeah.
I
I
didn't-
figured because, like, it's usually between 11 and 12 when he goes to sleep.
Yeah.
I'd be like, if it's 1 a.m., he's more likely
Somebody
dead
had
in
a
your car.
big day.
Yeah, I didn't make it home until like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Or 10:30 or 11.
Yeah, I didn't make it back till like 2 a.m.
You know what's funny about that? That's 5 a.m. for me.
Yeah, because you're
I
3 hours
was,
ahead
I
of us.
was, I was only waking up 2 hours later. That means by the time Nova only just got to bed, I was already up.
You were already up making freaking breakfast while I was busy passing out in my bed. But anyway, that was my Fright Fest story, and now we can get to the real meat, talking about actual haunted houses, not the actors in makeup
I
sort of
can
haunted
start
houses.
this one
Real,
off.
actual haunted houses. Go for it.
Now, have you guys ever heard of the Scream Machine?
No, this is my first time hearing it.
No.
Alright, it was a haunted house that was here, and I wanted to go. People were telling me about it, like there were stripper clowns that would chase you, all this shit. I'm like, oh, I gotta go to this shit.
Stripper clowns?
Yeah, like Michael Myers, and somebody told me there was a Bloody Mary room.
Yo, hold on, bro.
Like,
Hold on. Stripper clowns. Freaking Jason would be. I've never been so
Wait,
sexually
what's this
frightened in
about
my
stripper
life.
clowns? I was saying about Herman real quick.
Oh.
Yeah, Herman just left.
stripper clowns that would chase you with knives.
Fuck no.
He was like,
Wherever
I've
that
never
is,
been.
let me know
Jason
so
would
I
have
can
been
stay
like,
away
I've
from
never
it.
been so scared but turned on in my life.
Oh god.
But I was like 12 at the time or something like that. I was real little. And like the lady at the front noticed I was little. She was like, "Are you gonna be able to handle this?" I'm like, "I got this." Now, the first one, there was a lady with suction cups on her hands in an elevator. Above the elevator. The elevator stops. The person I'm with, just what's my name?
Apparently.
It's a Samara from the Ring looking bitch.
Ooh.
And she gets right up in my face over everybody else's. I'm
Well-
kind of freaking out at this point. Because I'm
Honestly,
sitting there like, how the fuck that bitch get up there?
honestly, the image in my head is you just staring her down, and she just slowly goes back up on the.
No, I was kind of scared. Like, I'm like, well, how the fuck did you get up there? What the fuck? Like, and then like, so like, when I got home, my dad broke it down. Like, you know, sometimes they have suction cups on their hands that they use, and we only got to the second part. And the person I was with was like, I want to stop. I'm like, I want to keep going. So we had to go. I didn't even get through the damn order. I was pissed. Like, you done pissed off a 12-year-old.
Wow, a
You
grown
more
man had to
scared
escort
than a
12-year-old because he
12-year-old.
was scared.
Oh,
You
God.
more scared than a fucking 12. How do you feel? You like what? 23, and you scared more. You more scared than a fucking 12-year-old.
Bro. So.
Hey, can I say one thing real quick?
Yeah.
You know, no matter how much it would frighten me, I would do my best to finish the maze or whatever scary thing I'm going through when it comes to Halloween. I would not try to back out like a bitch like
I
that.
felt like it was a waste because we only got to the second part before anybody even jumped out. And it was
Wow.
only a guy in a skeleton costume with the sights that would have jumped out. I'm like, what the fuck? That didn't.
Man, I wish you could see the freaking image that I have for our podcast today. Freaking.
Now, there was one I went to. Apparently, my dad was telling me about when I was little. Michael Myers chased me with a chainsaw. I don't remember that.
Yeah, I got a freaking ghost hovering over my head. I got a skeleton dancing on Warchief's
That's
shoulder.
about my extent of haunted houses.
Got a pumpkin bouncing on Jason's head.
Oh, it's on Twitch, duh.
No,
YouTube, I'm an idiot.
Jason, you have any haunted house shits? Cause I'm
Have
all
you-
out. I only had.
Have you even gone through any haunted houses? I don't think you have.
One. But that was a long time ago and I don't remember it.
Well, can I share my actual first haunted house experience? Like the first
Yeah.
haunted house that I've ever gone through?
He came to my house. Just kidding.
Yeah. So, gone through. This was in 4th grade. I'd like to say. Still lived in Arbuckle, and Arbuckle had a local Halloween haunted house. I don't remember the name of it, but it was this big brick building that I don't know is used for anything other than this haunted house experience. And it was the first haunt that I'd ever go through. It was me, my dad, my aunt, I'd like to say, and it was my first haunt. You know, I was excited, but also kind of worried, as kids are when they experience something scary for the first time.
But of course.
And we go through, and it was surprisingly high budget for being such a small town. They had freaking, like, an electric chair gag. They had freaking, like, walls that would close in on you and stuff like that. I'm like, it was really high budgeted for such a small...
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
That is insane.
You live
That's
in
cool.
California. I'm not impressed.
Well, anyway. It was the first time where... So you have to realize, this is fourth grade me. Little. You know? When those walls started closing in. Oh my god. Caca. Done.
You were done at that point.
We made it. We went through the whole haunted house, but that was the part that actually, I remember this very vividly. When the walls started, because it wouldn't stop, and like the walls wouldn't stop closing until everyone was in a single file line, and it would be and the walls were touching like
Elbow
your
to elbow?
elbows. No, like the walls wouldn't stop.
Yeah, the
until,
walls would
yeah.
be touching your elbows.
No, your shoulders and stuff. Yeah.
Oh.
And I remember it's like, okay, the walls will stop moving any second now. Any second now. Any second now! I remember...
what if they malfunctioned and didn't stop moving?
I remember vividly me yelling in between my dad and my aunt. Like, I remember 100% me yelling, "We're gonna die!" My little ass
We're
fucking
gonna
believed
die!
it. Cause when you're a kid, you're like, okay, they said it's safe, but as soon as those walls pop your freaking personal space bubble, the panic sets in. Alright, War Chief, you got any others?
I don't.
My cookie! I dropped my cookie. I've
I've always wanted to go on a haunted hayride, though.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But I don't have anything.
You know, note to self, I was thinking about going through the haunted mazes here if it still exists around here.
I don't know, I
Not
haven't
sure
checked that.
So what'll be wrapping it up? Is that everything everybody
'Cause,
has? And
well,
I literally have nothing for this subject. I'm
I
sorry.
have... Well, this leads me into a question that I would ask the both of you.
What?
If you were given the opportunity, whether it be free or at discount or you just feel like doing it, would you ever go through an extreme Halloween haunted house?
Oh, like the ones where people actually get to fucking touch you and shit?
Yes.
No, because I would kill somebody. The minute
Bro,
you fucking you
Actually,
can
I
sue
agree
me.
with War Chief.
You can sue me, but one of your employees, you can sue me, you can take me to jail. I don't give a fuck.
Well,
The
that's-
minute you
Look, clown.
touch me, the minute you fucking touch me, I don't care
the
if
thing
they
is-
said it's allowed. You touch me, you try to take me away and put me into something or somewhere, I'm beating the shit out of you. I don't
Well,
give a fuck.
The thing is, you're not allowed to go in unless you sign a waiver.
I'll sign the waiver. I'll
shows.
sign the waiver saying I gave you permission. But I didn't really give you my fucking permission.
Bro, there's this one I think is called Blackout in LA, where it's
Because
all
we have one of those here. And like they'll literally fucking grab you and try to like lock you away in places. Like, but I will hit somebody. Okay, I am not. No, you're not playing that game with me.
No, bro, you don't understand how extreme Blackout is. I've seen like every single Halloween season when they do these like little Halloween special documentaries on the different haunts around the world, Blackout is always mentioned at least once because it has been labeled the most extreme horror experience you could put yourself through. All the way from gross bodily fluids being splashed on your body, from all the way to simulated.
That I can handle, but you ain't about to touch me. I don't give a fuck.
All the way. Did you not hear me say it was bodily fluids being thrown on you?
I don't mind that.
So you'd let someone throw piss in your face, but you won't let them touch you.
Oh, I thought you meant like blood. Somebody throws piss in my face.
No, I mean actual bodily fluids.
Somebody throws piss in my face, wave it or fucking not. They're gonna see a side of me that God warned them about.
Bro, how do you prepare moments like this? Like, it's like, all right, well, we have a busy night today. Everyone, grab your Mountain Dew, head this way. Don't forget the prunes; those will help. But no, it goes like, here's how extreme it gets. It goes all the way from bodily fluids being thrown on you to physical bruising to simulated rape.
What?
I
That
am
needs
not
to be shut down.
joking.
That needs to be shut down. That needs to be shut down. That needs to be shut down.
Yep.
People have had, and they have come out and said that this is real, have had used condoms stuffed in their mouths.
And
That's gotta
how
be
are these
canceled.
things legal?
Because people keep signing up for it, and they actually let law enforcement know what they're doing, and they freaking have like all this red tape stuff that they have had to go through since the start of Blackout that allows them to do this because it's simulated, but it's not the actual thing.
Oh, so getting a mouthful of fucking spunk ain't the actual. All right. Okay, you can call it whatever you want, but if you ain't simulating throwing that fucking piss at me if it's actually touching me, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like
You ain't simulating rape if I taste nut in my fucking mouth.
baby
I feel
gravy.
sick to my stomach now.
Baby gravy.
And you wanna call that a simulation? I'm gonna simulate me kicking your fucking ass.
Bro, there's a haunt that simulates a kidnapping down to a T.
And I'm gonna simulate removing your bowels.
Oh, Kyle, I wanted to say this before we get way too off topic.
Mm-hmm.
Remember how like Warty was saying like I'd rather not have anyone touch me? I'm just saying, if I ever go through a haunting and a clown touch me, I'll fucking solve.
From what I've heard from the one that's here, motherfuckers will actually try to cut you.
That's about
Now,
right.
Oh hell no.
if you try to put a knife anywhere near me, so both of you to assume I'm not already going in that haunted house packed with something.
Going in strapped.
If you even try to put a weapon against me, you're gonna feel something sharp inside of your gut.
Oh, wait. Okay. So here I think I just remembered how they were able to get away with all of this. Why all these places are able to get away with this. When you sign up, you are given a safe word. You say the word, they will stop everything and escort you out of the building.
I just thought of something.
I think
apparently
that's
everyone
You
forgets
give
that
it-
word when it starts.
You're given a safe word, but they aren't.
But yeah, bro, I love
Yeah,
going.
that's fucked up.
I love going to theme park haunts. I freaking.
You know what? That makes me
Yeah,
want to
Warty, why'd
Google.
you say that?
That makes me want to Google how many haunted house employees that work in places like that have been fucked up by the people that have gone in there.
You know, that's why I was afraid when I first got into going through haunts.
No, you know, because you know what my thought process is?
Hmm.
They're doing that stuff, but they're not going to expect somebody to physically react and kick their fucking ass or kill them. So
Hmm.
when that thing happens, they're gonna go into total shock and they're not gonna know what to do.
Hmm. But no, that's why I was first afraid to go through haunts. I wasn't afraid of like the scares and all that. I was afraid that I'm of how I might react because I've never gone through haunts before that point. Like, you know, annually. I was like,
I
oh,
do not trust myself enough to go on a haunt.
exactly, exactly.
Because
Yeah.
if I'm going into a haunt and you're throwing piss at me and trying to shove a condom in my fucking mouth, I'm gonna go there strapped. I'm gonna have a knife. I'm gonna have some. I did not. I'm gonna have something.
I will go in there like John McClane with a pistol stuck taped to my back. Oh God.
Try me. Try putting that fucking condom in my mouth. I'll let. You know what? Maybe I even let you put it in my mouth, because then I get to hurt you.
Oh God. But yeah, I was just afraid of how I would react. Like before going to my first actual haunt with Herman at Six Flags, I was like, oh God, what if fight and flight goes the other direction and I end up pull cocking one of these motherfuckers? I don't want to get banned.
It ain't even fight or flight. You just fucking threw piss in me.
I know. I'm talking like regular haunts.
Oh no, regular hunts I'm fine with, but the extreme ones, like, bro, you just threw piss at me, and you expect me not to fucking hit you?
Yeah. Like, let me look up. Extreme haunted houses. Yeah, there's McCamey Manor. That's one. That one's called the most extreme haunted house.
You know what you do? You know what you do? Read through the contract they give you and find loopholes to ensure that you will not get in trouble for hurting them.
Yeah, like there's a whole bunch of these. There's
let's see. I got through this contract and there's nothing about me not getting a condom shoved in my mouth. So when that happened, you know, it's not my fault he died.
Okay, can you please drop the subject of condom in mouth?
What's
I hear
wrong?
that one more time, I'm gonna puke.
Condom in mouth.
But yeah, oh my God, no way, no way,
That ain't milk in that condom, motherfucker.
bro. Okay, so McCamey Manor, it's a backyard haunted house. This guy does this in his home, in his backyard.
Oh yeah, I love shit like that. I love shit like that.
No. You don't understand. One of the main questions when you search up McCamey Manor is, does McCamey Manor pull teeth? And the guy that runs it said, no, they do it to themselves. I don't do it. You're telling me people pulled out their own teeth in your backyard?
I start laughing.
This
I
guy.
mean, like, how? No. You know what I would say? I'd start laughing at it. Why are you laughing? Two things. One, how do you think pulling out your own teeth is gonna affect me? Two, I'm not the one who's gonna need a new set of teeth when this is done.
Oh my God. Okay, so I looked up another thing on McCamey Manor. McCamey Manor is legendary for how extreme it is, and unlike other extreme haunts, McCamey has no safe word, and the typical experience can go on for as many as 8 hours of torture. 8 hours.
You're gonna get to see if you even try to torture me, but you will probably succeed because they probably have big burly motherfuckers doing that shit. You're gonna get an 8-hour experience from me that you're not gonna like.
But yeah, I there's a whole video called McCamey Manor Inside America's Most Haunted House. It's on YouTube. I recommend checking it out so you know what I'm talking about. This is the
Yeah.
only one
Are
that
they
does not hold back.
pulling their own teeth, or are
Yeah.
they pulling the people who go their teeth?
They're I'm guessing the people that go there pull out their own teeth. Like they're yelled at to do it, and then they do it. I don't know. Or maybe the guy was just
Somebody yells at me to pull out my own fucking teeth. I'm gonna be like, what are you gonna do if I don't?
they pull their own tooth, which is very difficult to do, and they pull their own nail and they cut their own hair. The guy added. So yeah, when the times that we've had people take out a tooth, they've taken out their own tooth, which is crazy to me. The guy who runs this operation said.
See, you know what that tells me? They're not gonna do shit if you don't do it. They're just gonna be like, oh, well, no one's ever said no before.
They've once, I think in the documentary that I've seen on this place, they've made people eat bugs until they puked, and then they forced them to eat their own puke.
Ew.
Like they puke, and they're like, "You clean that fucking shit up."
You know what's funny?
Hmm.
Imagine they get someone like me.
I'm gonna show you how the Italians do it, and then it's just a bunch of.
I'm not gonna clean that puke. You're gonna do it. But I work here. You're supposed to be scared of me.
You don't know what fear is.
I may be short, but the things I can think of to make you clean that puke with your own mouth. Wait, do they have? Wait, hold on. Do they have things that can cause pain to people just lying around?
Wait, are you asking if they have like torture devices and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Did you not hear me say
No, I
that
mean,
people
like-
pull out their
I
own
mean,
teeth?
like they're holding shit like wrenches, threatening to hit you with them.
Let me check.
See, because if they got one of them things lying around, I'm just gonna pick that shit up and I'm gonna hit them with it.
I don't think they have anything in terms of weapons. And the dude that runs this, he just looks like a normal everyday person.
Oh yeah, that's how it is. Normal everyday person by day, by night. Welcome to my fucked up haunted house.
There have been moments where he's had people actually duct taped, like their arms bound by duct tape and duct tape over their mouths. There's been moments where he locks them in freezers and in the lower areas. He's had people freaking locked in a freaking like actual spiders, like tarantulas and shit crawling over their face. And
You know what
locked
you
in
say? You know what?
water
Wait. How many people do you think have gone through that and looked back at that guy and said, "I know where you live now"?
Well, I don't know.
But is it really my place?
Like
Either
it-
way, you'll be here.
Like if you look up images of McCamey Manor, that's McKamey Manor, you will see
Hold on.
some shit. Oh, Jason's gonna do
See?
it. Awesome.
See, I'm the fucked up ass person that if I get put through that shit,
You want me to put it in Discord?
I'm
Jason, so you
immediately
got it
gonna
right?
fight back.
Jason, you want me to put it in Discord?
Yes, please.
Nova,
There you go.
Nova, I'm that fucked up person.
Oh, crap.
I'm that fucked up person that when that happens to me, I'm gonna fight back.
I bet you will.
Wouldn't surprise me.
And I don't care if I go to jail. I don't care how bad I hurt you if I get my hands on you. Because
Oh, god
you ain't about to do that shit to me whether Now, if the paper says word for word what I may be experiencing, I'm not about to sign that shit. One, I'd be like, how the fuck are you allowed to get away with this? Them type of questions.
Okay. From
Two.
God damn it.
From
Two,
CNN. Hold on.
if
From-
I am not physically told in a motherfucking thing that there will be a cum-filled condom stuffed in my mouth and piss thrown at me, And if it is not stated in this contract, people may threaten to kidnap you or leave bruising on you. And I get hit with something, your ass is mine.
The fuck is this shit?
This is what
You
happens
better-
inside of McCamey Manor, bro.
You better word for word tell me what the fuck is gonna happen to me while I'm in there. And if you don't, and it happens to me, and I didn't see it in that contract, up here's gonna fucking lose it.
Okay,
Up here being my mind.
apparently in a CNN expose on This Exists, the owner, Russ, said that he will offer $20,000 for anyone who makes it through his haunted house.
Okay, I see why people do it now.
Oh. How many people actually made it through?
No one.
I have no idea. All I know is that there's no safe words, so I think I believe Russ, the owner, said that the only way for you to get out is if you're either having a heart attack or experiencing a psychological breakdown.
Okay, where's this place at?
So I guess they would classify psychological breakdown as me with my hands around an employee's throat.
No, like on
Kyle, where's this at?
Lawrence County, Tennessee.
Fuck.
It's open 24 hours. Are you kidding?
Okay, Kyle. I know what we should do next Halloween.
He just goes to the haunted house. Sir, why do you have that bat? I heard you throw a piss
I want
at
20
people.
grand, motherfucker.
No. Sir, why do you have that bat? Oh, well, you see, I heard you like to throw a piss at people and put condoms in their mouth. And I'm gonna tell you right at this front window, that's not happening to me. So I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. No. If you're allowed to have your employees put hands on people, I'm allowed to put my hands on your employees. That's not how the contract works.
Wow, bro.
20 grand? Hell yeah, I could get a TV immediately.
So why do you have that baseball bat? I'm here for the 20 grand.
I'm here for the 20 grand. But yeah,
That's what I'm trying to scare you. Get the fuck out of my way.
but yeah. To close out, I love going through these haunted houses. I've made it my mission to go through all of the ones that I've seen and been wanting to go through. It wasn't until recently that I think 2 years ago, like 2019, I was finally able to hit. Oh no. Well, yeah, 2018, me and Armand hit two of the biggest ones that we've been dying to go to. Halloween Horror Nights at Universal.
See, a lot of people. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you something, Nova. A lot of people might say, "Oh, you just acting like a tough guy," but realistically, what I would do to them would be natural human response.
Fair enough.
No. Let's run a hypothetical. What would you do if somebody put a fucking cum-filled condom in your mouth?
Oh, for God's sakes.
No, you would hit them, wouldn't you?
To start with, yes.
Exactly. See?
I would vomit it
He'd
out.
probably be dead if he tried to do that to me.
I would
See, you would want to kill the person.
spit
That's
it.
not being a tough guy. That's being pissed. Because why the fuck you put a cum-filled condom in my mouth?
I would spit it out, vomit inside of it, and then shove it down their fucking throat.
See, you would not be See, a lot of people think natural human response in a haunted house is, oh my god, this is so scary. Let me do let me do nothing.
But here's the difference,
They
though.
forget people have a fight or a flight response.
Here's the difference, though. In Blackout, it's a different experience for everyone. Everyone's taken to like a different floor that has different experiences.
Oh, okay.
Blackout is in like this giant building with like several floors, and each floor has a different survival horror experience in it. It's just that one of them features the you-know-what. The baby gravy smoothie. But anyway, like I was saying, closing out, it wasn't until recently that I finally managed to hit Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights, which I love because it's Universal Studios. Magic Mountain, Six Flags Magic Mountains Fright Fest, which is tiers better than Vallejo's, and Not Scary Farm. And I managed to luck out and go the year that had the last showing of their annual Halloween show, The Hanging, which is like this 30-minute pyrotechnic, like, freaking stunt show sort of thing that they would do every Halloween that
Now,
they got rid of because people were offended by the humor.
now, let me ask you something. Do you feel most people would agree with me in my response of wanting to beat the shit out of these people?
You are so stuck on this, and yes, I
No,
think so.
I
because
agree.
why are you throwing piss at people and putting condoms in their mouth? No!
I'm about to leave.
No, I am stuck on this because I've never heard something like this before. This is outlandish as fuck. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it.
Speaking of piss, I gotta take a piss.
How you No. What I'm concerned about is what if somebody with STDs applies for that job and gets it?
They disease check and drug test everyone who applies, I believe.
Makes sense. But
Sounds like you're reading that from paper.
But people can get around those things.
Okay, here's what it says on the official Blackout website. It's not
was
merely a
kidding,
cheap trick. This production has a fairly consistent narrative, and the way it evokes dread is more psychologically perceptive than most shows on Broadway. That's from the New York Times. The New York Times gave it a rave review. The New York freaking Times. The extreme theater event of the year, it says. Oh, boy.
We wrapping it up?
Oh, hold on. Last thing. Blackout reserves the right to deny admission to anyone at any time.
Well, no, duh.
Oh, shit. They'd probably hear me say, listen, one of you employees puts a condom in my mouth. I'm not responsible for what I'm going to do, so
Well,
please leave.
Then I guess your ass ain't going inside then.
Hey, at least they don't know what you look like.
Yeah, there's one that... Oh, I forgot about this one. Bro, there's a room with a doctor that's examining your body, like all up in your teeth and eyes and nose and shit. There's a room where it's like a...
That sounds like a normal checkup.
There's a room... No, I want you to know all of this is in the pitch black darkness. That's why it's called Blackout.
Oh, so you can't see who's throwing the piss at you.
Well, there's a room where it's... There's a room where there's just a naked person. Like, just getting up all up in your personal space.
Guy or girl?
Both.
Go away, guy. Come here, girl. Just kidding. My luck's an old lady.
But yeah, we just spent a lot of time talking about extreme haunted houses, which fits. But, you know... yeah, I think this is a good stopping point. So, thank you everyone who joined us today for this special Halloween edition of Podcastination. We have some more Halloween goodness coming up in the coming weeks. Next week is a slice of life on our YouTube channel. If you're not subbed to the YouTube channel, then please, by all means, if you feel like you're interested in this content, go on over.
Do that.
And, yeah, go on over and subscribe for more content like this, where we exclusively stream Slice of Life. And if you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to check out our Twitch, where we exclusively broadcast Podcastination. Next week is a Slice of Life where we discuss horror. It's horror movies, yes? Horror.
Yeah.
Halloween.
I think it's
Halloween
horror
movies
games.
is special.
But wait, horror games is the 24th, the 17th?
24th.
25th. Oh yeah, 24th.
24th.
Yeah.
Let me load up my PlayStation. Look at the schedule actually. What did you already What do you have it already pulled up?
I kind of already kind of commit. I can uh give me a second.
You know what? We could.
I need to, you know,
Ignore that.
I need to make like another scene on here that's just the schedule. But yeah, next week, next Sunday is Slice of Life on our YouTube channel where we discuss Halloween movies and TV specials. And no one cares about your kids or your Ring alarm ad. Shut up. Stupid music freaking. Anyway,
All right.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. And then horror games is the 24th. Yes.
yes. So again, thank you all so much for joining us. Any closing words from you, gentlemen?
I'm sorry if you puked during this podcast because Warchi wouldn't shut up about condoms.
Listen.
Used condoms.
Listen. I ain't never
Yeah,
heard of
forgot to add the
nobody
word use.
taking a used condom and go, here you go, right in your fucking mouth. That baffles me.
Used condoms being shoved in holes that are always not the right hole. Anyway. Thank you all so much for joining us, and we hope we hope after all this to see you next time.
I hate you guys.